Hello, parish family. I would now like to introduce, at least in part, what Ignatius calls the rules for the discernment of spirits. I'll cover certain rules from his list of 14 rules. Rules 1 and 2 are as follows. For those of us going from one sin to another, the evil spirit, Satan and his demons, present images to our imagination of pleasure, of honor, of wealth, trying to entice us to continue down the path of sin. Meanwhile, the good spirit, God and his angels, sting and bite at the level of our conscience, encouraging conversion, that we might be sorry for our sins and strive to lead better lives. The second rule is for those of us going from good to better in the service of God, and the spirits switch for these persons. The good spirit, God and the angels, encourage, strengthen, give joy, remove obstacles, that we might better serve God and neighbor. Meanwhile, Satan and his demons present obstacles. They influence our thinking with thoughts such as, it's not worth it, or the Christian life is too hard, or you'll never be holy, or you might as well stop now, and so as to dissuade us from living for God, and instead to return to our former lives of sin. Ignatius presents these two rules that we might accept the good and reject the bad, that for those of us who are living lives of sin, we might accept this sting and bite at the level of our conscience, so as to convert, to do away with sin, and to live for God, and to reject these images placed in our minds of pleasure, of honor, of wealth, that come from Satan. For those of us striving, even if just a little, to live better lives for God and neighbor, we're invited to accept these times of joy, of strength, of consolation, as being of God, and to follow that way, and to reject the arguments and thoughts that Satan present to us of the Christian life being too difficult to live, of there being no point to do so. By understanding and reflecting upon ourselves and these various movements, we can better live for God and neighbor, attempting to do His will in all things.